after my friend did one of these for her research paper that we did for 11th. I'm in 12th grade. 12th now. And she did one of these little things on her paper. So I decided I was going to do mine. Now I wrote it out, as you can see. It's written out and it's like all pretty full. So I'm just going to read straight from this. So I apologize if it sounds a little scripted because it kind of is. But hey, here we go. Anyway. Hello, one thing that most people don't know about me is that I try to help people learn about how to decrease their carbon footprint in everyday life through word of mouth, my website, and now this video. Imagine you lived in a world where there's no electricity. Transportation consisted of our feet, also known as walking, bicycles, and horseback for those who can afford it. You have to grow your own food, find your own water, and use an outhouse. So, no bathrooms, I'm sorry. Your only forms of heat are blankets and fireplaces, fire pits, whatever. Just fire in general. There's a cat in my way. Excuse me. Okay, back to the point. Did any of that remind you of a book you may have had to read in high school? I don't think I have it with me. I can look, but no, I don't. But, Walden by Henry David Thoreau, perhaps? I had to read it last year. But wait, you don't have to live like that. We don't have to live like that. We might if the world doesn't change the way they do things, but you don't have to. We don't have to live like that. Why, you might ask? Well, let me tell you. Because we have these things called solar, wind, and hydroelectric energies. I know they sound really scary, but they really are. Trust me. Solar is created when the UV rays from the sun are converted into a usable form of energy. Back to the point. Solar power is easy to set up, doesn't contribute to greenhouse gases, and best of all, it is renewable, which means you can use it as much as you want, however much you want, as long as the sun doesn't stop shining. We will have energy using solar. And it's quite easy to obtain, too. Easiest form, actually. Just thought I'd throw that out there. This means that as long as the sun... Okay. As long as the sun isn't blocked, we will always be able to use this form of energy forever. It's never gonna die out. Not for 4.5 billion years. 2012 isn't happening. The sun's not dying out at the end of this year. Don't worry. Anyway. Wind turbines are hard to set up and do not work in areas where it isn't particularly windy. But it is still a form of clean energy. It's renewable as long as the wind is blowing. We actually have one that powers one of the it makes steel. It's a steel factory in the industrial part of where I live. You can see it on the highway. I like looking at it. It makes me happy. Yeah. But it's still a form of clean energy and all that. And then hydroelectric isn't very popular because unless you live by a major river or something, you're not going to be able to use it really. I mean, you can use it, but not really. It is useless to use since most of the energy will be lost in transit on its way from you. So, like, I live 30 minutes from the Cuyahoga River. I think it's 30 minutes. It might be closer because it runs through. Yeah, whatever. I live 30 minutes from Cuyahoga River. And, if I were to use hydroelectric, I probably could, but it would probably lose most of its energy in transit. Now, I want to say that Cuyahoga River does run through, 10 minutes from my house, or some river does, and it runs pretty well, so I'd be able to use that river, but I don't know how much energy energy you'd be able to get from it. It is most commonly found along the hydroelectric is most commonly found along the Tennessee and Colorado rivers and the northwestern part of the United States. You can also receive tax credits for using alternative energy. Did you know that? If you didn't, tell me below. If you did, still tell me below. For more information, visit EnergyStar.gov and Energy.gov. I will put those in the underbar down below. Don't worry, it'll happen. Solar, wind, and hydroelectric are all good usable forms of alternative energy that can be used in place of our almost exhausted oil and coal supplies. As I talk, they're probably being more exhausted because people don't know how to not save them. Kinda makes me mad. Yeah. Using alternative energy can be good for both your bank account and the environment. My mom helped me come up with that for my paper. Thank you, Mommy. Sorry if this was a little hard to follow, because I kind of have, I'll explain below, because I don't feel like saying it, but, I jump around a lot, let's just leave it at that, but, so, sorry if that was kind of hard to follow. I hope it did something. I might actually type this whole thing up and put it, I don't know, somewhere, my website maybe, but anyway, I was still trying to keep it short, and now I have pop-ups on my computer. Okay. I was still trying to keep it short. Don't know how well I did, because right now I'm at 7 minutes, but, yeah. And to the point, I don't think I did that so well, because I jump around a lot. And, you can read my whole paper at my website, which is helpslowdownglobalwarming.webs.com. I'll also put it in the down bar, because I'm sure you would rather click it instead of type it, because it's kind of long. I don't know how to keep things short. Well, actually, all the short ones were taken. It's not my fault. Yeah. And it's under the header EnviroBlog, so I might just link you right to the paper, but I'll put the